What is the value of the expression 4 squared plus 15 divided by 2 multiplied by 5? Which option do you think is the correct answer to this question? This expression is so tricky that many people end up with the wrong answer. Let's take a closer look and solve it together. To solve this question, many people start by calculating 4 squared first, and instead of the original expression, they rewrite it as 16 plus 15 divided by 2 multiplied by 5. And the next step, they usually perform the addition between 16 and 15 and simplify this expression to 31 divided by 2 multiplied by 5. Then, they proceed by doing the division between 31 and 2, which gives them 15.5 multiplied by 5. And finally, they multiply 15.5 by 5, which ends up with the answer 77.5. Then, without any hesitation, they quickly say that option D is the correct answer to this question. However, it's not the correct answer to this question. Also, some other people when solving this question first go straight to the expression 4 squared, and they simplify to 16 plus 15 divided by 2 multiplied by 5. And the next step, they usually go for the multiplication between 2 and 5 because they think multiplication has priority over division. So, they rewrite this expression as 16 plus 15 divided by 10. Next, they perform the division between 15 and 10 since they believe division has priority over addition. And they rewrite this expression as 16 plus 1.5, which ultimately gives them the answer 17.5. And immediately, they conclude that option B is the correct answer to this question. However, this answer is absolutely wrong. Alright, now let me walk you through a step by step how to solve this expression properly. To solve this question, we must follow the PEMDAS rule. We have to follow the order of operations I told you, step by step from top to bottom. Alright, as you can see in the image, in this expression, first we have an exponent, then an addition sign, followed by a division, and finally a multiplication. We should start with the exponent, because in this expression, exponent has a higher priority than the other operations. So, this expression simplifies to 16 plus 15 divided by 2 multiplied by 5. And the next step, we need to handle the division and multiplication, since multiplication and division have higher priority than addition. However, it's very important to note that multiplication and division have exactly the same level of priority. In this situation, the best thing to do is to start from the left side of the expression and move toward the right, performing division and multiplication in order. So, first we perform the division between 15 and 2, and this expression simplified to 16 plus 7.5 multiplied by 5. And the final step, we do the multiplication between 7.5 and 5, which gives us 16 plus 37.5. And finally, the value of this expression is equal to 53.5. That's great. Option C is the correct answer to this question. Alright, now let's solve another tricky math question together. What is the value of the expression 29 minus 9 times open parenthesis 15 minus 5 close parenthesis? Which option do you think is the correct answer to this question? Let's dive in and break down step by step together. And the first step, most people perform the subtraction between 29 and 9, which I have highlighted in blue. So, this expression simplified to 20 multiplied by 15 minus 5 inside the parentheses. And the next step, they calculate 15 minus 5 inside the parentheses, which becomes 20 multiplied by 10. And finally, the value of this expression must be equal to 200. Then, without any hesitation, they quickly say that option D is the correct answer to this question. However, that's definitely wrong. Alright, now let me show you how to solve this expression properly. To solve this question, we need to follow a rule that is called PEMDAS. PEMDAS shows us the priority of the order of operations. Okay, as you can see in the image, in this expression, first we have a subtraction sign, then a multiplication sign, and finally parentheses. We must start with the parentheses first, because they have a higher priority than the other operations. So, we can write this expression as 29 minus 9 multiplied by 10. And the final step, we move on to the multiplication between 9 and 10, because multiplication has a higher priority than subtraction. So, we rewrite this expression as 29 minus 90, which finally gives us the answer negative 61. Therefore, option A is the correct answer to this question.